It's the NFL on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Kansas City Chiefs.
We go on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package. And boy, his team loves to play around him.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now here's Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Here comes third and the length of the football. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw his Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where a play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play to just finish him off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
This one taken in by Olave.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Carr now to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The point after, goodbye groupie.
And it's now a 7-0 game. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Off the option, that's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rasheen Rice, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. These two teams all tied after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Carr going to throw.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those hit fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Now Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Mahomes now to throw.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd down and 3.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Finding Gray on the out route.
They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Looking for Gray and finding him once again.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now the first carry here for the running back. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stumped him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
On 3rd down, it's P. Ryan.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Samaje Perine taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Samaje Perine. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The New Orleans offense set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a second down and 9. Throwing now is Carr. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And the chains move again, and that's typical for Olave because he's been a consistent playmaker dating back to his days as a Buckeye, and that trend has only continued ever since he arrived in the NFL. Over 1,000 yards for the second straight season last year, and he's someone the Saints expect huge things from going forward.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Olave over the middle, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From midfield, here's Carr. That's Olave bringing in another one. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Again, it's Carr. And he's taken down. A cheap sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Michael Dana in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On the counter, here's Kamara. Oh, good move. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mahomes going to throw.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
The ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Steele, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd down and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Steele, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Carr.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
A give. This is Kamara. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr gonna throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
The pass caught by Olave.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They run. It's Kamara. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
To throw is Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
To throw, it's Carr. Olave holds it in. And he's got this down to the 35. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. From the 29, here's a 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Saints on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing now is Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. And he is caught. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st and goal. Carr. Touchdown. Juwan Johnson from 6 yards away. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this down all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Steele.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Steele. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a give right side. It's Steele. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
The Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Completes it to Perry.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing his Carr.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This definitely four-down territory at this point. But in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Butker on for the PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is first and 10. Carr to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long.